Okay, hello everybody, and welcome to Kyoto City in Kyoto Prefecture. And we are at the Kyoto Botanical Gardens, and it is a very, very, very beautiful Sunday afternoon. It is a sunny day, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. It really feels like springtime. And so today we're just going to walk around the botanical gardens. And right now we are in kind of like the main plaza, I guess. I don't know. It's just the open area. You can see everybody's out having a picnic and enjoying the beautiful weather today. So we came here to see the plum blossom trees, and this is rated in the top 10 best places to see the plum blossoms. And so yeah, we'll be going there in a few minutes. We're gonna walk around the park, and it's just a really nice park actually. So when we see something interesting, we'll film it, and we'll be in the plum blossom grove later on. Okay, see you later. Yeah, these are tulips, right? Yeah, so these are tulips. Yeah. Okay, so we are inside a looks like a greenhouse, and these are the flowers of early spring, and it's really, really nice. So we're just going to take a walk through. We just saw some tulips, and we'll see what else they have.
Pretty.
Yes, this is nanohana. It's a rape flower. It's in season now. Yeah. Yeah. So this is bonsai. This is
Kawazu Zakura.
okay. So this is Kawazu Zakura, and it's one of the first cherry blossoms to bloom. And so this is it. This is a cherry blossom. The very first of the year. Yeah, a cactus.
Interesting. The vegetable here.
Okay.
Daikon.
Yeah, so this is daikon or radish. Yeah, these are the vegetables of Kyoto. Okay, we're in a traffic jam, so anyway, you get the idea. Okay, see you later. Okay, so now we are at an area that has gotten a lot of attention, and it is just right over here. This tree, again, is a cherry blossom tree. And again, this is called Kawazu Zakura. So there are many types of cherry blossom trees, and this one is usually the first type to open up. And so, of course, people see this, they get excited, they know spring is here. And there's the name.
Pretty.
Yeah.
It's real spring.
Yeah, this is spring.
Look at it.
Yeah.
There's a bird.
Yeah. So there you go. I know it's a little strange to have such beautiful weather here and really, really cold weather back in the US. But yeah, spring is here. And so anyway, yeah, we're gonna make our way around the park a little bit more. So I'll see you later. Okay, so here we are. We are at the Plum Blossom Grove. And for some reason, they call it ume, which is the Japanese word. They don't translate it into English. They just write it in the letters. But anyway, here's some information in English. It says, ume is believed to have been brought to Japan from China for medicinal purposes. Ume flowers, or plum flowers, are representative of the early spring, and 150 plants of approximately 60 cultivars are grown at Kyoto Botanical Gardens. So 150 trees, 60 types, and so we're just going to take a walk around. And so this place is rated in the top 10 places to see the plums in the Kyoto, Osaka area. And it's maybe around 50% in bloom. Of course, these trees are in full bloom and getting a lot of attention today. So yeah, a lot of trees are not in bloom right now. Some are in full bloom. Anyway, we saw some people are getting some wedding pictures made here a few minutes ago. And I don't know, this is kind of a touching story, but oh. Yeah. Saw an elderly man, and he was blind, and there were some people by his side, of course, but they were walking him up to the plum tree, and he was smelling the plum blossoms. So that was kind of a touching moment for me, I thought. And he was also touching the tree, and yeah, you can tell he really enjoyed nature with all of the senses. So anyway, I think that's about it. Yeah, it's kind of a small plum grove, and I'm sure it'll be much nicer in just a few weeks, but we can see it's coming out into bloom. All right, well, that's a little walk through the plum grove. So we're gonna keep walking around, and we'll see what else we find. Okay, see ya. Okay, so this is going to be the end of the botanical gardens, and I'm just giving you a little panoramic view here. This is a really nice botanical gardens, and I've never been here before. This is my first time, and I'm really glad that we found this place. And if you can see in the distance, the plum grove. So anyway, this is the oldest botanical gardens in Japan. I think it goes back to 1924. So anyway, we're going to be leaving here, and we're going to go over to another place in Kyoto and see a little bit more of the plum trees. So anyway, we'll see you when we get there. Okay, so we are still in Kyoto City, and we are in front of Nijo Castle. And you can see here, this is the main entrance, and this is the moat. And there is a lot of history here. This is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And so I'm going to show you the information. It's right here. So if you want to read this, you can pause it. But there's a lot of history here going back to the 1603. And so anyway, we're going to go inside and visit. And they have a plum grove here. And we're going to take a look around. We are not going to go inside the castle, but we may get some views from the outside. So anyway, let's go in. Okay, so we are now inside Nijo Castle. And ooh. So this is the moat, as you can see. And again, we bought tickets just to enter the grounds, but not tickets to enter the castle itself. So we're just going to take a quick walk through the inner area. And then we'll check out the plum grove. So let's see, it's under construction. This is the Honmaru garden. The Honmaru is kind of the central area of the castle. So, again, lots of history here going back to 1896. It's a beautiful day.
Beautiful day.
Spring is here. It's a really nice garden. Wow. Yeah, nice garden. So you can see it's under construction here. Not a very beautiful sight. But that's not why we came here anyway, so. But it's definitely worth checking out if you're in Kyoto. It's one of the big tourist attractions is to see Nijo Castle, or Nijojo in Japanese. Actually, I think we're going to go up these stairs, and I think we should have a view of the plum grove down below. So here we go. Not a bad view. We see the moat. We see the mountains in the distance. So Kyoto is surrounded by mountains on 3 sides. Kind of windy up here. You can see in the corner. So right down there is the plum grove. And we're gonna go there in just a few minutes. And over here, you can see the view of the city and the mountains and the moat, the ducks down there swimming around. And I think Kyoto actually has some laws against tall buildings. There's a maximum height which is much lower than Japanese cities. So they tried to preserve the original image of the city. It's a really beautiful day, very clear, and get some excellent views like this. It's what? Over there, there.
There. There's a fountain. There's no green.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so this castle is a little different because it used to serve as the imperial palace. So the emperor actually lived here. And this is probably the best example of imperial palace architecture that is open to the public. So of course you can go to Tokyo and see the imperial palace, but you can't go in. I think it's only open on the emperor's birthday, maybe, and New Year's. Okay, so I think I'm going to stop filming now, and we'll continue when we get to the plum grove. Okay, see you soon. Okay, so we are now in the plum grove here at Nijo Castle, and we're going to take a walk around this plum grove. And again, it is rated in the top 10 best places for plum blossoms in the Kyoto, Osaka area. So here in the corner we can see a watchtower. This is in the corner of the castle grounds, and you can see that the castle is well preserved. So anyway, we're gonna go into the plum grove right here. And it's said that it's about 50% in bloom. That's that's about right. Yeah. We have really beautiful blue skies today. And I think they said it was 100 trees. Here's a view of the moat. There. And then this part of the castle, that's where we were just a few minutes ago. That's where we got the view of the city from up there. So yeah, if you come here, you can they have two different types of tickets. You can get one ticket to enter the castle, or you can get a ticket like what we got, where it's cheaper and you just come to visit the gardens.
It's very peaceful here.
It's really peaceful. Of course, the fact that you have to pay might kind of filter out a lot of people. I think it was about $6.20 for one adult. I think it's cheaper for high school, junior high school students. I'm not sure how many varieties there are. It didn't say. No. But yeah, basically there's a loop. You can see the walkway over there, so you just kind of do a loop around. So you can see that guy cutting the tree, trimming up there. He's doing a good job. It's a peak. So at this time of the year, they close at 5, and the last entry is at 4 o'clock. I think in the summer it'd be maybe closing at 6, last entry at 5. And this is right in central Kyoto. It's very accessible. That color, really dark. So that's where we came from. And then, yeah, just comes over here. And it does a loop back like that. So anyway, I think you have a pretty good idea of what this looks like. It's a really peaceful area. You can see just maybe 2 people here. even on such a beautiful day like today.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to avoid the crowds, this might be the place to come. Okay, well, I think that's about it for now. Yeah, so might record something later if we see something interesting. So anyway, see you later. Okay, so we walked around outside the moat of Nijo Castle, and we came across this other garden, and it looks really nice. So we're gonna go in and look around a little bit. Just over here to the left, behind those trees, if you can see, there's a house back there. That's a tea house, and they've closed for the day. But you can sit outside this tea house, enjoy some tea and snacks, and then this would be the view that you have. It's a really peaceful area. There's a waterfall in the distance. But yeah, you can see where you sit and take in the views. Oh, that's nice. The sound of the water. So Japanese gardens are, it's kind of like a stroll garden. And so you just kind of walk slowly through it, and actually with every step you get a different view, a different perspective. And so everything is designed so that it almost appears like the garden is changing before your eyes as you're walking. So you can get totally different perspectives. And it's planned out like that. Wow, it's really nice.
Pretty.
It's really pretty. So yeah, that's kind of what a Japanese garden looks like. And then kind of the opposite over here is a very minimalist. Nothing, just grass. But even that's pretty, really. The color. Of course, the shade of the trees too. So anyway, yeah, this is all inside the gates of Nijo Castle. So lots to see. And hopefully they'll have the construction done when tourism kicks back in. So and maybe that's when they're doing the construction now while the tourists are away. Have it ready when things get back to normal. Okay, so that's all for now, and I may see you later. Bye. Okay, so we are now in Sanjo, in the center of Kyoto, and this is the Kamo River, Kamogawa. And this is a place where local people and tourists, I guess, they like to come and take a walk or ride a bike. And you can see a lot of people just out enjoying the beautiful weather, people sitting along the river. And that's the main bridge there at Sanjo, next to the train station, subway station. And I want to show you just across the river. These are really old traditional houses, and some of these are restaurants. And in the summer, they actually build a wooden balcony, and you can sit outside and eat traditional Japanese food and enjoy these excellent views of the river. So it's really old Japanese architecture and style. And yeah, we can hear in the distance, really far away, over by the bridge. They got some street musicians playing music. So sometimes you can see some street musicians performing over there. So anyway, it's a nice little area of Kyoto, especially when the weather's nice. You can sit outside. Of course, right now we can easily social distance and just kind of enjoy the water as it passes by. We can see ducks as well in the water just over there. So it's a very peaceful area, and I highly recommend it. So anyway, that's where we are right here in Sanjo in central Kyoto. Okay, so I think that's about it for our video for today. So anyway, do you have any comments, anything you want to say?
Yeah, we had a really spring weather today and we enjoyed a lot. We hope you enjoy it too.
You have a Japanese comment?
春が来ましたね。皆さん梅と桜楽しみましょう。
Yeah, it's a great time to see the plum blossoms, and I hope you could enjoy it in this video. And we still have a few more places we want to go to see the plum blossoms, and actually the top two we haven't been to yet this year. So maybe next weekend or in 2 weeks we'll get to see some more beautiful places. And then after that it's time for the cherry blossoms. So we saw the first one today, and we'll see many more in the next few weeks or months. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.